me turn it down for now. We'll mute it until the actual thing starts here. But how is everybody doing? It is great to be here with you all and celebrating the E3 press conferences. This is where we are going to learn. Pokemon Link, how's it going? Good to see ya. How you doing today? Who's excited for this E3 this year? I certainly am. Today we have E3. Tomorrow we have Bethesda and Microsoft. Monday we have Square Enix and Sony. And Tuesday we have Nintendo. It's going to be a big week. I'm really excited to be covering all these. I'm going to be covering all of those conferences except for Microsoft because I am going to be at work, unfortunately, that morning when it's happening. Nintendo's the best for last. Toru, how's it going? Pokemon Link, you've never seen an E3 before. I have a video coming out this week that's going to be about my experience with watching E3. I've been watching E3 for over 10 years now, and it is my absolute favorite time of year. I've been watching E3 since you could watch E3. You couldn't always watch it. It's a fairly new thing, and it started on a TV that aired on G4. And yeah, I'm very excited. It's my favorite time of year. I believe the conference is probably going to be about an hour, although I don't exactly know, but we are going to watch the entire thing here live, and I'm going to be live reacting. Things that we're probably going to see. Anthem is EA's new shooter. It's been hyped up for quite a long time. We're probably going to see a lot of that. We're probably going to see a lot of Battlefield 5, which was announced just a couple weeks ago. Things we might also see, a lot of sports. We'll probably see Star Wars. We'll probably see, I said sports. So those are some big ones. Predictions, things that I don't know anything about. I'd be hard-pressed to say that Titanfall is going to be announced because Titanfall 2, while critically acclaimed, did not do well in the sales department. And they really sent that game out to die. They released it a week after Battlefield 1 last year. So remains to be seen what's going to happen with that. Or not last year, the year that it came out. Remains to be seen with that. So maybe a Titanfall 3, maybe a Titanfall something. Who knows? But I'm very excited to see what EA has to offer today. But I think we have a countdown here. Let me scooch over here so we can see this countdown. We got less than 5 minutes to go before the conference begins. Do you guys have any predictions specifically for EA? Let me know. And if you're unfamiliar with E3 as a concept, this is basically a huge event for the entire games industry. So EA, Bethesda, Square Enix, and then the big three, Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, will basically be announcing their plans for basically the next year or two. And so that's basically everything we have to be excited for coming to our consoles and to PC as far as video games. It's video game Christmas, exactly. Tori, you hit the nail on the head. I honestly like E3 better than Christmas. This is my Christmas. I'm so excited. And I know, a lot of you watch me for Pokemon, of course, which I love Pokemon. And probably a lot of the hype for a lot of people who watch me will probably be for the Nintendo conference, which we will be covering on Tuesday morning, which I'm very excited for as well. But I just love it all. I love video games, man. I love watching all of these conferences. I want to see everything. I want to get excited for everything. I just want to play a bunch of awesome, great games. And this is just a big celebration of what we all love. Any big game franchise you think will come back from the dead, like how God of War came back and Crash Bandicoot came back? That's an interesting question, and I think we're gonna get some answers to that in the coming days as E3 rolls on. Um, but that is very interesting. We do have seen a lot of reboots, remasters of older games, such as we have Spyro re-release as well, or remake of the trilogy. As for things that I think we'll see, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think if we want to look towards Nintendo, I think it's very possible we could see Star Fox. I think it's very possible we see Star Fox this year. Devil May Cry 5 rumors. I've been hearing about that. The Star Fox related rumors are that it will be a racer developed by Retro, who traditionally, or not traditionally, but more recently has been very known for the Donkey Kong Country Returns games and Tropical Freeze, as well as the Metroid Prime trilogy. And if it's true that Bandai Namco is developing Metroid Prime 4, which it is heavily rumored to be the case, Retro could very well be working on a Star Fox Racer, which would be very interesting because of the different vehicles and racing and battle mechanics in a racer. Could be very cool to see. But as for EA, I kind of just did a quick rundown of what I'm expecting to see from EA. Definitely Anthem, definitely Battlefield 5, definitely a lot of sports, potentially Titanfall something, maybe even a Titanfall Battle Royale. That's kind of the big kind of buzzword, I think, this year is how many Battle Royale games are we going to see? We already know Call of Duty is releasing a Battle Royale game. Will we see a Battlefield or a Titanfall Battle Royale? Possibly. I don't know. Everyone wants to get a Battle Royale game out right now because of Fortnite and PUBG. And so, it remains to be seen. Maybe Titanfall will become a Battle Royale game. They do multiplayer very well. Very tight shooting mechanics with mechs. That could be a welcome change for the Battle Royale genre. So who knows, but I am very excited to find out in just about 30 seconds here. Call of Duty for the win. I actually, in anticipation for this very conference, I went out and I bought... Let me take the sticker off first. I just literally, before I got home to set up for stream today... we are starting. Let's get some volume up in here. Let me know how the volume is, everybody, so that you can hear. I want to make sure you can all hear, because this is what the hype's all about. Battlefield could be a Battle Royale game. Could be. But I think what they want to do, if they do release a Battle Royale game, is they're going to want to... they're going to want to differentiate themselves in some way. They're going to want to add a spin to the Battle Royale genre that we haven't seen. And I think mechs with Titanfall could be it. A little bit higher on the volume. How's that? Whoa, is this in like 3D? Ooh, and Andrea Renee. I love Andrea.
Anthem. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But welcome, everybody, to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee. And while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer
Call of Duty Zombies Battle Royale.
So they invited me to come and host the show. And I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready, because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a fan fest outside, and it is huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today. But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course.
Reveals.
We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up. Last month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today. Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some
FIFA
big
19.
news, you guys.
Kind of
Any
excited.
World Cup fans? You guys excited? Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Then we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem. And of course, yeah, we got the woos for Anthem. I'm into it. You want to do this with me? Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Well, give him a break. He needs to just enjoy the show. So without further ado, let's get things started.
I love Andrea Renee. She's like, honestly, one of the smartest people I think in games media. Zombie Battle Royale would be awesome. I'm pretty sure that that's not what it's going to be, since Call of Duty did already announce their Battle Royale game. And I think it's just going to be Call of Duty Battle Royale. Just vanilla Call of Duty Battle Royale. I don't know what they're doing to differentiate it, but we'll see. Now let's hear about Battlefield. Let's see if they announce the Battlefield Battle Royale right now.
It's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting. It's been a lot of speculation and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community.
Lots
and
of
we've
questions.
heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works. And you want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today, we'll show you more gameplay and why this is the deepest and most immersive Battlefield yet.
One thing about Battlefield games,
You will be able to dive and smash through windows.
and EA even,
surprise your
DICE
enemies.
in particular,
Where previously defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages. And our renowned destruction system is back and more impactful than ever. So, well, you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you, as they rip through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks.
the graphics
as part
in
of our portrayal of the Second
in
World War.
in Battlefield
That's
and
just the
Star
tip of
Wars
the iceberg
Battlefront,
in Battlefield 5.
consistently
You're going to see a lot
some of the
more our
best
new gameplay
I've ever
systems
seen.
here at EA Play
Consistently, they're
from our
making
community.
absolutely
So,
mind-blowing
let's
looking
talk about our
games.
single player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do it.
Please sing if you have to
So
after the
we
E3
want to
conference.
tell
I will
you
sing at
about
some point. I
those
will find the best
untold
time.
stories
You will
that
get
got
your song.
Us excited to start with on this game. It's about what you will see is really those moments of human heroism.
Look at that. Look
It is
how
about
beautiful that looks.
witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever. Real and relatable people facing the brutality of war. We started off by an exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow. So, our launch in October is just the beginning. You will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes,
Death Dealer.
no premium pass.
No loot boxes, no Premier Pass. I like that that's a selling
Every
point.
day
We don't have this
Bring
thing.
something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
Uh-oh.
It's Royale.
Oh, God. There it is. There it is. There
Royale
it is.
Reimagined for Battlefield. So we bring those pillars of Battlefield with
There it
destruction,
is.
team play, vehicles into this new experience. So we will bring you experience that you haven't played before in Battlefield or anywhere else. But more about that later this year.
So with that,
There it
time to
is.
show you what makes Battlefield so special. It's the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even featuring music.
Jason Schreier says Battle Royale count 1. Let's see how many Battle Royales we get this entire week. Not surprising. To me, this means that there is no chance of Titanfall. There's no chance of us seeing Titanfall at this point. Titanfall's done. My phone autocorrected Royale to Royals. It'll be different because you can destroy stuff. True. I mean, that's kind of like Fortnite, just without the building, I guess. But you don't actually destroy full buildings in Fortnite. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think Battlefield can do an interesting battle royale. Dang autocorrect! Seriously. I think they'll be able to do a cool one. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
Ikke en dråpe. Jeg elsker deg.
Sus!
Alright, and then we'll be seeing more of Battlefield at Microsoft's conference tomorrow.
Quando era criança, sempre sonhei em tornar-me.
Alright, here we go. Let's check out some FIFA 19. Any football slash
E vontade de vencer. Até mesmo nos momentos mais difíceis, tu tens de
football
continuar a
slash
acreditar.
soccer fans out there?
Esta é a tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo.
They all cheered for no loot boxes. It was very mixed for Battle Royale, it seems. I think we're starting to see some fatigue for it. It's just... I think it's just because it's what everyone expects. Everyone is thinking, okay, how is everyone going to shoehorn Battle Royale into their games this year? And, you know, I think it's just something that we all expect, and it seems like an afterthought. Like, no one went into Battlefield 5 or Call of Duty Black Ops 4 thinking, we have this great idea for a Battle Royale game. What happened, most likely, and again, I don't know, I don't work for any of these companies, but what happened was Fortnite happened, and PUBG happened, and everyone was like, we need to do this because it's so popular. We need to put this into our shooters and release it as quickly as possible. That's what happened. That's why there's mixed reviews for it. Doesn't mean it can't be done well. Doesn't mean they can't make a great Battle Royale game, but it does seem like an afterthought.
That's the UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete and icons of the game like Gerrard
FIFA 19
and Cruyff
Battle
cemented
Royale.
their legacies.
May the last
The world's
player
biggest league
standing
joins the world's
wins.
game. And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision for how the Champions League comes to life in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for this for a long time, and we are
That would be
thrilled that
hilarious.
it's here.
It would be.
And that's why we're bringing
All right,
the
so let's
Champions
guess the
League
games in
across
every
the game.
conference that are going to get a
Indeed,
Battle Royale
an
mode.
authentic
We already got
Champions League tournament
Battlefield
mode. Your club will chase this trophy in
with
career mode.
Microsoft,
Alex Hunter,
Minecraft
Champions
Battle
League
Royale.
glory in your story mode, The Journey, And in FIFA Ultimate Team, there'll be live.
And that already kind of
competitive
exists in
Champions
mods,
League
right?
content.
Battle Royale
We'll
genre
detail
started
along with
with
all our other
Minecraft
upcoming
Hunger
features
Games, which was a
later this
mod,
summer.
a very popular mod
And all
community,
that's just the beginning.
years ago,
As you know, the
a
heart,
long time
soul
ago.
of
That was
FIFA
a
is
popular
gameplay.
YouTube series that
And
a
this
lot of
year we're giving you
YouTubers
the
did,
tools to
like
control the pitch in every
you
moment.
know,
From your
Captain
tactical approach to
Sparkles
the
and all
match
the
to
other
each
Minecraft
technical touch.
YouTubers who were coming out at
And
the
we
beginning
know
at the time.
How passionate you are about
So
gameplay, so
that's
we
really
worked
where the
hard
battle
to
royale
shape
genre
and
started,
refine our vision
if you
for
think
FIFA
about it.
19 with input from our community.
Yeah, the
From
Minecraft
hands-on
Hunger
tests with
Games.
beginners to
So it'll be
detailed
interesting to
feedback
see.
sessions
Maybe
with pros.
maybe
And we're going to be
Microsoft.
sharing a lot more about gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the quality bar in gameplay was raised yet again this year.
Quality bar and gameplay
So we look
gameplay
forward to
raised.
everybody
Um,
experiencing the game on the hands-on
It'll be
sessions.
interesting to see. Maybe
also,
Microsoft
of course,
will
we're
want to
extremely excited to
legitimize
deliver
that mod and
playable
make it a
launch
real
on
thing in the
September
Minecraft
28th.
games. That would be pretty crazy.
And that's our FIFA 19 news, headlined by the UEFA Champions League.
Bethesda,
I just wanted to take a minute
Skyrim,
to pause
Battle
and
Royale.
reflect.
We're gonna see
Standing
Skyrim
next
Battle
to this
Royale.
trophy is a little bit surreal.
Now that'd be
You know,
wild.
growing up,
Customizable
there's two
characters,
iconic
a
trophies
level
that
up
every young
system,
player dreams of
swords,
winning.
bows and arrows,
your club,
freaking
it's
dragons.
this
Skyrim Battle
pursuit of
Royale.
Champions League glory.
Boom.
But for your country,
That's free,
it's this
Bethesda.
trophy,
That's a free idea.
the World Cup.
Square
And
Enix.
with the tournament starting in just
Well,
5
Final Fantasy
days, we're
15
excited
has
for the
like
world to compete
37
for
other
in
modes,
FIFA
so why
18.
not add Battle Royale to that?
As you can imagine, all of us on the FIFA team can't wait for the start of the World Cup. And we want to celebrate with FIFA 18 players, which is why we've just updated the game with a free World Cup experience on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch.
Ooh, Nintendo Switch.
But you can take Ronaldo and
Skyrim
Portugal
Battle
to the
Royale would
first
be
World
insane.
Cup victory. Or you can write your own story with some
And then,
great
of course,
nations who didn't qualify this
With
year.
Nintendo,
Or you can make a crazy
The
dream
Battle
a
Royale
reality
game we
for
see
your
from
home country,
Nintendo.
like mine, Iceland.
could you
Who would
imagine
have
Star
thought
Fox
that a
Battle
nation Of
Royale?
only 350,000 people would ever
What if that's what
qualify?
Retro is doing? Star
And
Fox
you can
Battle
feel their
Royale.
excitement.
Could you imagine? If it had dragons, then yes, I would buy Skyrim VR. That's an idea right there. I just came up with it right now too. That's an
Apologies to
idea.
the England fans in the room, that might still sting.
And it's on every console,
Lena
and it's
isn't the
all
only one who's
crossplay.
excited.
PS3,
FIFA 18 players are
Xbox
loving the
360,
World Cup experience
Xbox
so
One,
far. But we don't
PS4,
wanna stop there.
Switch,
We wanna invite
PC,
everyone to come and join the
virtual
celebration.
reality,
So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time,
crossplay.
FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access. Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now for free.
If you could fly ships and that's the Battle Royale part, then yes, I need it. What I'm thinking for Star Fox Battle Royale is it's only vehicles. Everyone has a vehicle. You can choose your loadout
We're
vehicle,
going to be playing live at the end of the show. representing
or
their
maybe
nations in
you
a little
find
mini World Cup
parts
And this
for
summer will
vehicles.
bring
You
so
start
much
on
more
foot,
for FIFA
and you
fans.
have like a
Plenty
blaster.
of FIFA 18
Everyone starts on foot
content
with a
centered
blaster,
around the World
and you're
Cup.
looking for
And
parts
we'll
to
bring
build
you
your
all the
vehicle.
details
There are
of FIFA
levels of
19.
parts, so you
But
can
in the
build
meantime,
a
let's
not
all
as good
enjoy the
vehicle
World
with
Cup.
with worse
Thank
parts,
you,
or better
and
vehicles with
Alfred
good
Isa.
parts or rare parts that you can find that are harder to find. And then you're building, maybe it's a land vehicle, maybe it's a sky vehicle, maybe it's that freaking dinosaur from Star Fox Zero. And then once you actually build it, then you start wrecking shop. Anyone who hasn't built theirs yet in the late game is going to get destroyed. So it really incentivizes you going out and finding those good parts. Could be wild. That's what Titanfall could have been also.
EA Sports, FIFA 19.
Let's
You
all
know,
just build our
the
own
FIFA
Battle Royale
community
game.
Never rests. 20 million people from 60 countries playing in competitive leagues.
I don't
this
think they're
year.
going to hear this.
Well, the FIFA team never rests either, bringing the Champions League and the World Cup and so much other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things. The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to
Poplio
music, reading books has never
Not
been
my
easier.
boy.
And we
Not my
believe
sweet
that
boy.
disruption
Keep him
is
safe.
going to have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years. And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world. For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our
Netflix
partner
VR.
platforms. For others, it's
May
going to
the
mean
best
new
show
games
win.
and new modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean
I think Parks and
playing
Recreation
games
would win.
Anywhere, anytime. So this week we've got a tech demo running.
He's too cute
all
to
of
be
our
on.
games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premier. So 3 things you need to know about it. Origin Access Premier will bring you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a decade.
Wow.
Then FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be
Anthem.
many more titles in the years to come.
They probably end on
Second,
Anthem
you get
unless they have a
access
big
to the Vault,
surprise.
our library of over 100 games
Inside,
from
I'm playing
EA
that right
and other
now.
publishers. And third, it will launch later this summer.
Nice.
So that's a little later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend. Thank you and have a great show.
Subscription is going to be huge this year too. With Xbox announcing their subscription model earlier this year, I think subscriptions are going to be really big. Basically, every game company is going to have their own Netflix where you can get all of their games they release for a monthly price. Okay, since they keep showing Inside, I think Playdead might announce a new indie game. I think that might be one of the indie games they're going to be promoting. But I don't think Playdead would be here. I think they would show it at Xbox. It'd be interesting if they showed it here.
Hey everybody, what's up? So I'm here sitting inside the crowd at EA Play, and I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I love this stuff. I love seeing new games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah! So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure.
They're going to announce a new game right now.
We're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name
Star Wars.
and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Star Wars.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going wild right now.
I hope so. So the Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo! So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber?
Yes.
Lightsabers.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Well, it takes place during the Dark Times. Trying to be a little vague here, but when the Jedis are being hunted, so it's going to be spectacular.
So for all the hardcore nerds out there who want to know like where in the timeline, like between which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, all right, between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time. You got
Sounds like a nice
any
time.
other tidbits?
It's not a nice.
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
It's not a nice time. It's a dark time.
Bad time. Does that mean it's gonna just be all dark and serious?
It's amazing.
All right, so I think people are now anxiously want to know, like, when can we play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019, not this year.
Sorry to dash any hopes.
No.
But now that we know, we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Vince, it was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the show today. We do have a little bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
Jedi Fallen Order 2019. Battlefront 2 stuff.
My name is Dennis.
Time for
I work
some
at DICE in
some
Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm really
VR
happy
control
and excited
here.
to be here today, so thank you so much for
Batman
hanging out
Arkham
with me
series
for
is
a little
over,
bit.
but what if they do Superman
So,
games?
we launched
I don't know
our
if they're
game
gonna do
in
Superman
November of
games. We'll
last
see,
year,
maybe.
and clearly
There's
we've
also
been getting
rumors of them
quite
doing or that's
So instead of
Rocksteady,
coming
right?
out of the gate
So
sprinting, like
it's
we
possible
really
they do
wanted to, we had to take a
Teenage
step
Mutant
back
Ninja Turtles,
and
which
make
has been
sure
rumored
that
for a
we
long
were
time. They're
delivering
working
the
on
game that
something,
our
and they're
players
probably
really
going to
wanted.
show it this weekend
So
somewhere.
we decided to
Just remains to be
completely
seen.
overhaul
Also,
our progression
Respawn,
system
who is doing that
and
Jedi
add
Fallen
a
Order,
bunch of
also
new
did
character cosmetics for players to collect
Titanfall.
So from
And
there,
so, yeah,
we
definitely no
added a new
Titanfall.
hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And
One person
Thank
loves
you.
Ewoks.
It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team loved building Ewok Hunt.
This is the same
So,
short
as
clip.
you might know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends.
And
We're
also, Battlefront
adding
Battle
a new
Royale.
Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around capturing command posts and
That's not Battle
attacking
Royale.
and taking out capital ships. But that's not all. We know that you have been asking for new heroes,
Oh, no.
villains, and planets.
So I thought they were gonna
from
say
a certain
BR.
era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
The Clone Wars.
It's only fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront. So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First,
A lot
let
of
me
that sounded
introduce
like it was going to be a BR.
the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous. And yes, he will be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years.
Obi-Wan.
But we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku, as well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker.
He's a little unruly, you know, just,
The
you
team
know,
at home is
committed
extremely
mass
excited
genocide on
to be
multiple
building all of these
planets.
Cool things. EA and DICE are committed to
Eventually.
Battlefront. We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future. Thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you.
A tad
So
bit.
thank
Yeah,
you.
it's a tad
May the
bit
Force be
unruly.
with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
Battlefront 2, again, another game. I believe it's on the Frostbite engine as well, I want to say. Beautiful game. Looks so good. Graphically, just incredible. Unravel! Unravel 2! This was not one I could have ever predicted. Unravel 2. Wow, he's in a water. He's in the whole ocean. He's gonna unbreak. Is this Unravel Bioshock edition? What is this? Okay, the cat, how's it going? We were watching the EA E3 conference. Unravel 2 was just announced. Strangely enough. I love this guy.
It's really good to see you.
He's a nervous boy.
In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game,
Unravel BR.
we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest, you find hope.
Another
And you
raveled.
form a new bond. And your spark is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure. So welcome to Unravel 2. It's a game about fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of
I love these
optimism
games.
and togetherness.
We're gonna play
You
this
see,
on stream.
It's all made to be played with two characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend. But there's always two characters there, sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure. This game, it's quite different from the first. It's both friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor.
It's beautiful.
And I want to show it to you now. So I brought some help. So please welcome Michael to the stage. He's a producer at Coldwood. And we're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
So this wasn't prepared.
There we are.
Metaphorically, I think these games are great.
So when you're playing it by yourself,
If anyone
you
else
can
needs to
essentially
play
pick
this
up
with
the other
them, I
character
might
and
try to
carry them
find
along
someone.
through the more
Maybe another
fast-paced
streamer will want to
segments
play
of
with
the
me.
game. And we actually tried to include a bit more of those because we figured that
Turkey.
since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have more like thrill and danger and kind of wow moments, places that were like fun and exciting. And then when you get to the more puzzly areas like this, when you're problem solving, you can split apart into two and switch back and forth between the two characters, because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across. So I guess I'll jump in at this.
Yeah, come join me. So
That's
I'm
so
gonna do the
cool.
red one.
Okay.
I want to play this game. It's beautiful.
A little celebratory flip.
Like Rayman, you mean?
And the bird is back. Okay, playing it safely now.
Oops.
I'll swing.
All right.
Nice. And I'll catch you.
Oh, that's cool. If you think, okay, so basically, if you haven't played the first one, minor spoilers, thematic spoilers. The yarn basically symbolized this Yarny here, the yarn doll here, on a journey outside of this house that it lives in. You'll see there are like these people in the background.
Oh, very nice.
He was traveling and unraveling the entire time the yarn was still in the house, but still was long enough to like get him through this entire journey. You suspend some disbelief there.
Well done.
And basically thematically was like
I'll
showed
go off and
your
distract the
connection,
grass.
your bond with the
I'll sneak
people
up here.
in your life or whatever. And then in this one, it's seeming like, you know, when that bond breaks and finding new bonds and having a new start with this other yarn thing here is kind of like more beautiful symbolism. I really love the way that these games are designed, and they look really good too, and the gameplay elements are really unique using the yarn. So I'm excited for this one.
Now we can breathe again. Yeah, finally. Or can we?
You should know, you made the game. Well,
so that's a quick little look.
I almost got eaten by that
Unravel
turkey.
2.
Unravel 2. Did not expect to see that, but I'm excited. Did not expect to see Unravel
really
2, but I am excited.
And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort on so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
Again? Oh, this is like the trailer. Oh, this is gonna be an emotional trailer. Lycan, how you doing? I'm here with my garbage Wi-Fi. Good luck. This reminds me of Chibi Robo for some reason. That makes a lot of sense. The Chibi Robo 3DS version, the side-scrolling one, was, I guess, similar to that because of the cord that you used for platforming. So yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
The brilliant team at Coldwood. The game is really strong. These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right. You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out.
It's out! Oh my god, and it's out!
So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood. Back in 2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel to seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into
It's out right now! Oh my god, that's huge. I'm playing it. We're playing it next week. We're gonna play it.
To the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out.
This guy's gonna be
And
back.
I think we all kind of remember that.
Oh yeah, we remember.
And you might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did.
Yeah.
Anyhow, in March that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new, and you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio. So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams. Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Jomai Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Jomai Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude. I can't believe that that Unravel 2 is out now. We're gonna play that next week on stream. I'm gonna find someone to play it with.
Thank you, Patrick. I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that afterwards, like our whole team, including me, we're super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too excited. Thank you. We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude.
I'm interested in this game, but I can't believe Unravel 2 is out right now. It's just the biggest announcement so far.
From the very first concept to actually becoming a part of.
Let me check the
EA
PlayStation Store. I might
Originals
pre-purchase
is
it right now
simply
and start the download.
Let me tell you more.
I
about
just bought this today. Bad idea. Why would I
When
buy a game
humans
before E3?
get too lonely, they turn
Who does that?
into
Anyway.
This
Who
at
does
the
that?
core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how the concept seems to just float out of me right into the hand and onto the paper. I think this is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but also how outsiders, friends, and families see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways so that players who wants to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger, some would be better off a little smaller, but to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about.
Yeah, Keela, I
And
just looked it up.
that's
It's on
what our
Xbox
game
and
is
PC
all
right now.
about.
Unravel 2, which I can still do. I'm wondering how the co-op will work for that though. All right, let's watch this. Yeah, the SOS thing is cool.
That I live in is empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me and tortures my soul.
Ooh, it's scary.
I'm no child of destiny and no fortune's son. I've just chased you so long now, I'm too weak to run.
Yeah, this looks really cool. Love the art style too.
But nothing is new. Alone in my room, I tremble
Early 2019. That looks like a good one. That looks good.
Yeah, I'm the one.
Yeah, I'm the one. The only one.
Are the one. We can shut you down, and we can put you on an island.
Is this NBA Street?
Gather. Gang.
Volume 4?
Be ready.
Warriors, everybody. That sweep. Who saw it?
With the squad.
Who saw it?
Say it how you want.
Oh.
Trust the process. Run as one.
Basketball VR.
As long as you hold your court. Just remember though, wherever you call home, whatever your fit, or however you ball,
This is a Nike commercial.
you are my court. I'm the one. And this is my squad.
Nike the game. NBA Live 19. I thought it was Nike the game.
My name's Shea Kivlin, aka Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Mountain Belt.
Kiv's been going after that belt since 2016. At some point, he's going to need to get out of this quarterfinal and claim it.
Kevin Durant's Battlegrounds. Yes, I would play it. I would play it.
Now in his first championship game, looking to accomplish a goal.
Except for it's the Warriors at the end every time though. Or at least 4 times.
And Trini's got the lead, 40-19.
I hate losing.
Yantu, how you doing? Good to see you.
Incredible matchup. It's a rematch. Touchdown, Kev. He throws it high, and young Kev is gonna be your champion. Can I play you again? You want to get smacked again on TV?
Who's Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant is your finals MVP. A little controversial in my opinion. But he's the finals MVP of the NBA Finals, which just ended last night. The Warriors swept the Cavs. My brother.
Okay, baby, how you doing? I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping? Wow.
Are they about to do a battle?
Hey. Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you guys
No, Katie's just he found his team.
That's
He
pretty
found his
fire.
team.
I like that a lot. As you guys know, this is Young Kid.
I think
Madden
Curry should have won
18,
Finals MVP, but
Madden
you know,
champion.
whatever.
Like, give it up for Young Kid, y'all. Give it up. Young Kid, how has it been? You know, your success and your path, you know, to where you're at today.
It's I've always been a competitor. When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm, so then I picked up Madden. And at first, I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually, I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Wow. Okay. So the key to be the #1
Oh,
player
God.
in Madden
Do
is
not
hurt
say
your arm
this.
in baseball. That's #1. #2, you said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to a tournament. So, like, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money.
Okay.
That's awesome. Okay,
All
now
right.
the past two, you know, the past
Epic
2
rap
years,
battles
how has it been for
royales.
you? I know you had some ups and downs.
It's been tough. I've had a lot of devastating losses. I've been so close so many times. I made the final on TV and got blown out. But all those losses made me gain a lot of mental toughness, and that's why I got this belt.
That's awesome. That belt is so amazing. There's a lot of, you know, bling on that belt for you. Well, today, EA Play, you know, first look at the Madden 19 trailer. Super excited. It's going to be so fun. It's lit. I honestly wish I can stay right here and talk to you guys forever, but I'm not going to board you guys. We're going to go out. I'm going to try to take this belt, you know, round 2. So we're out. Have a good day.
All right. I told you guys it's gonna be a lot of sports.
You've worked your whole life
EA's
to get to
thing.
moments like these. To the very top of the mountain. You battle through the pain.
Battle? He said battle. Battle Royale?
And failure. All just to get to this place.
NFL Battle Royale?
Legends.
There's that Frostbite engine. It's a great engine. It's a beautiful engine.
You fall so you can rise. And you rise so that you can truly see. See that it was really never about reaching the end of the road at all. But about all the moments that got you here. So, you were in their position. Would you let the moment define you?
Terrain destructibility in Madden. Yeah. Fall right through the ground. Iron, thank you for that host. I greatly appreciate it. Those bleachers up. Just go straight through. You put in an NFL blitz cheat for like superpower, and you just tackle someone straight up through the bleachers.
Shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How you doing today?
I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, we're going to do this presentation a little bit differently and give you your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live winner-take-all head-to-head match.
Head-to-head match.
Michael,
Will all the E3 conferences start at the same time? No. So I have my full schedule on my Twitter here. I'll read it for you.
Just tap it.
Let me just go find it.
Unit automatically moves there. The most efficient way to destroy the opponent's base is with this giant nuclear missile in the center of the map.
Oh, yeah, sounds efficient. So tomorrow,
a bar fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever
Microsoft's conference is at 1.
Will fire the missile.
Is this Madden? Yeah, I think this is Madden.
Destroy the enemy's base and win.
This is the Madden Battle Royale game with destructible environments.
Let's get to this match.
Absolutely.
So tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time will be Microsoft, and at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time will be Bethesda.
Make some noise for In Control.
On Monday, Square Enix is going to be at 10 a.m. and Sony will be at 6 p.m. And then on Tuesday, Nintendo will be at 9 a.m. all Pacific times.
His opponent fighting for the red side of the room.
And I will be streaming all of those except for Microsoft.
In welcoming to the stage Nick at Night.
This one started at 11.
Now, Mike, it's going to be
Computer keeps lagging, so I may be missing stuff. Oh, that's laggy internet is the worst.
All right, are the players ready? Let's get
so this is EA's new mobile game.
Ready to go? Let's do it.
All right, let's kick this off. Nice little strategy game for those of you out there. It's a good genre. I'm very excited.
Great genre. Strategy games. God, I love them. Love that genre. What about this game, though? The genre is great, sure. What about this game?
Harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy yet.
Nothing too crazy.
Now the infantry is going to come out to hold that top point. Both players, of course, trying to take that.
I don't know who these players are or what game this is. Me either.
In a strategy game, that flank position that In Control is going for on the top side, also very important as Nick at Night's forces have to circle around the center.
Right, let's see if he's able to create a 2-on-1. Is he able to get there? Looks like he's getting there. Here comes GDI with a Rhino. It's going to rip up those infantry.
What's the genre? This is strategy. This is going to be the great strategy, the great genre of strategy.
Huge impact, your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy as well.
Yep. Nick at Night with some attack bikes in the top. There he is.
And In Control placing the turret on the top right side to help cover that Rhino as attack bikes move towards the northwest position. We can see that the missile is
Random question, Josh, but have you listened to High Hopes by Panic at the Disco? If so, do you like it? Beautiful genre, Danny. Welcome into the stream. Yes, I did listen to High Hopes. I do really like the song. We've played it a few times on stream as well. I do like that song.
Bringing out more infantry to deal with the attack bikes. And as that economy ramps up, of course, we're seeing bigger and more powerful units come out. We have there the drill pod coming in the left side to help flank
Putting
those
some flamethrowers. Right, absolutely. Again, those are going to tear through those infantry.
Yeah, and In Control brings out his first tank. That's going to be used to try and help push back these smaller forces.
Yeah, you could just fund another Command and Conquer, but then they do this. Why EA? Well, they have they said the name of this game yet? Maybe it is.
Towards In Control's base.
Let's see if In Control can get around to that top corner, able to halt that missile. He does contest the missile.
EA is my initials. This is your stream right here.
Of course, blocking the pathing of those units is another big factor for this strategy.
Sweats.
Holding those locations is so crucial. As In
My first
Control,
listen was on stream. Yes, you let me know about
another
it.
tank's going to come out from Nick at Night to take it out, but now he's bringing out the Pitbull as well to help lock down that north position.
This missile is very close to firing. Let's see what's going to happen.
With another turret, In Control flanks. He takes the top, that missile,
and that
fires.
Off. Wow.
And Nick at Night, one shot away from being knocked out here, as the next one will start to ready up in just a moment's time. In Control's very heavy artillery forces doing a great job at taking control of the map.
Yep.
Have you guys seen that video of the guy who likes music? Where he's like, is this music? Love this. Or like something that's like, and then he's like tries to talk to the music and he's just like, I love music. Is the music coming out of the blue or the black?
Nick Knight is
The
trying
black?
to get in there, but
That's
there's a great turret placement from In Control, blocking and just ripping through again those infantry.
That's like this was like this is this strategy?
Drill pod we're seeing with some flame tanks.
Love strategy.
Bringing the flank, of course, those flame guys do amazing damage to the infantry, help to clean that out.
I love that Vine series, yeah.
Tanks coming out from Nick at Night to try and secure those positions.
That's like this, but with strategy.
Well.
This is this strategy?
Going for counters,
Love
trying to
that.
scout out and see what your opponent is doing and make the proper response is so important in strategy.
Absolutely. Nick and Knight.
Is this strategy on the left or this on the right?
Coming around
The
far
whole
side
game.
For those rhinos. Looks like he's really pressing it.
And when you see that missile is starting to get close to
Wow,
firing
look
with
at this.
3 zones in control for Nick and Knight, looking to set things back the other way. In Control trying to rally his forces around. He doesn't want to engage with
Don't
his
ban
large
Jake.
units. He wants to move all of them
Don't
together,
ban Iron.
create a good flank position and take over
Got
that
glue in
side.
your hair.
Seeing the
That's
first
never
mech
good.
Units from In Control. This is the Wolverine. Gonna rip, and this little watch out for this missile.
Wait, Wolverine's in this game?
Fire that one off and
This is the new Marvel game. This is the new Marvel strategy game.
Next missile wins. Let's see what happens.
We'll have control of Wolverines, as you pointed out, for In Control coming out to try and deal with
Yeah, the guy's hilarious,
explosives.
Yon too.
But Nick at Night's done a great job of getting
Now I have to go to the
macros, and
source
now
to tell me what I
also
miss.
harassing the
I will.
economy of
There
In
he is.
Control.
Yep. Wow. Okay, we've got our first Mammoth tank on the board. If
I love this
Control
song.
can get this in position,
Oh, it's
gonna do
off?
some serious damage.
So
That
good.
missile just past halfway ready. He's also bringing out his first air unit
Wow.
to deal with those.
A lot going on here.
It's got a lot of range, that big boy, and In Control just needs to hold
This
them
missile is
together.
nearly going to fire.
It can be
That's
stolen
80%.
at any point.
Where is it going to go? Is he going to be able to get it off?
Got it, Max.
There it is.
Gonna take it. Defeating Nick at Night here.
That was some strategy right there.
That was
Did you guys see the strategy there?
What a match.
Whew.
Thank you so much.
So much strategy.
Guys?
I just came to make Mammoth tanks, so I
Highly sick of these kind of games. Is this Mortal Kombat?
A little bit of everything right there.
Perfect. Yeah. Let's hear it for Nathanius, Nick at Night, and In Control.
That was quite the strategy.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw was the worldwide reveal
Of strategy.
Command and Conquer Rival.
Command and Conquer, it was! I knew it. I was like, they're going to announce it's Command and Conquer after.
Real-time strategy experience for mobile. We're giving players complete, continuous control of their
It
armies
was Command and
in
Conquer.
quick, competitive head-to-head matches that are fueled by skill and strategy. Now, Rivals will be coming to iOS and Android devices, but I'm excited to announce that Android players can play the pre-alpha today. So head to the Google Play Store, search Command
That was
and
some
Conquer Rivals.
strategy.
The studio has been having an absolute blast playing this game, and we can't wait for you to play. Please let us know what you think. Thank you.
Scorpion. Oh, is this Anthem? Here we go. This might be their big finisher. So Command and Conquer is a mobile game now. Literally no one plays it. Half as many people are excited about that as they are for Unravel 2, released today, which I'm incredibly excited for. Soiling my image. Is this Gears of War without the bugs? Well, no, there was bugs. You saw the Scorpion in the beginning of the trailer. Oh wait, this is the Command and Conquer Rivals trailer. Interesting. He was wearing a helmet like the Anthem guy.
Command and Conquer for a new generation. Now, before we close the show with a spectacular epic anthem, I wanted to
Anthem.
share a few final things.
Thank you.
I'm blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams and what I can say about us is that we are always trying to learn
All
and
games need
listen
cool bugs.
and strive to be better.
Yeah, you got
And
a bit
so,
of an
as you
image
look at
problem
the 10
right now,
experiences
EA.
that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through. First, that at the very core is choice, is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. that in making those choices you feel you are treated fairly, that no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage.
So Bethesda's
for
the best
how they
games, I
choose to
guess.
play.
All those bugs.
That for every moment that you invest, we know
Bugs
that
can
you
mean
put
a lot of
so
things
much of
in
your
games.
life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun, that we move past the grind, and that these are experiences that truly enhance your lives. And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better and that we want to make great games. And that as much as we love making games and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last
All games
weekend
need
was
crabs.
the third year of our Play to Give program.
Sure.
Where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday
Crabs
threat.
are our glorious
These 3
ancestors.
organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support.
All right, I need to make some notes. Going into the
Thousands of us
playbook.
at EA and millions of you together doing immeasurable good because we love games. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for the incredible privilege of making games for all of you. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
The gods vanished and left our world in chaos.
All right, here we go. Anthem, the big finale.
Creating,
How's it gonna look?
altering,
And also, when is it coming out?
destroying. The anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
There's a plushie of Rotom and Sylveon at GameStop. I wanted to buy them. I've seen that Rotom one. It is cool. Nintendo is Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time. We will be live. We will be covering that. Prequel to Gears of War? No, this is a new thing. Gears of War is Microsoft. They wouldn't show that here. This is Anthem. This is a completely new game. This is a great music video. That was a big thingy. Endless Gears of War and Halo. Are they gonna show gameplay? Yeah, looks like they might try to. Or are they not gonna show? Yeah, they're gonna show gameplay.
That trailer! You guys have seen it a couple times, and it's still cool every time I see it. So I know all of you, like me, have had tons of questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're gonna do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're gonna take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm gonna bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us.
Gears of
Ladies
War
and
and God of War are
gentlemen,
both
please give a warm
GOW,
welcome
yes.
to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzart.
Imagine it was glitching out an accident and you think it was on purpose. Hey, if it works. I'm going to cut your head off now. That's a great line. Hope the story of Anthem isn't shitty.
All right, thanks guys. Thanks for
I know
coming out
nothing about it.
today. Just got a little game to show, right? Yep. It's gonna be very exciting. So
It's
Casey,
Bioware,
we're
so it
gonna
can't
go ahead
write.
and
Oh,
jump right
well,
in
we
and
did
start
have,
So now,
they have a great
Bill
track record,
started,
but they do have a recent
career at
misstep
BioWare
with
way back in the day, but you
Mass
took a
Effect
couple years
Andromeda.
off. But before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans. So it's been super satisfying to
You do?
come back to it. And, you know, I
Didn't
just
they
wanted
give
to
you
be able
death
to
threats
continue
over
the
because they
legacy
didn't like the
studio.
ending
That's
of
kind where it started with Anthem, is
Mass
just
Effect
thinking
3?
about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game? And we wanted to create a brand new world for people to discover, you know, a whole new world of story and character. But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of
To
a
be fair,
dynamic
Andromeda
and
was rushed
living
out
world,
by
a game
EA.
that would
It's true.
change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, you know, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with story sort of bolted on this side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but
Yeah.
I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make story work in this
Here we go.
shared world.
Here we go.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, that's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather or it's nighttime,
I like DICE, I like
what
BioWare,
we're
don't like EA.
experiencing,
That's
we're experiencing
that's a
together.
fair.
Everyone is playing Anthem at a
I
moment
think
is seeing
I
the
think
same
that's fair.
thing. And this is what we mean when we talk
They've
about
had some
our
missteps for
world.
sure.
It's a shared world that we all experience together. But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus. And this is a single player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives.
Server
and
side
breathes.
weather.
And by doing it this way, we are
Definitely an
able to
interesting
combine
concept.
That impact and agency of a single player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also
Chicken
designing
Doodle,
it
how's
so
it
that we
going?
can add story for years to come. So one of the first things that
Hope
we
it's
hear when
not No
from our
Man's Sky.
community
No,
is
it's
they wanna
Anthem.
continue to play
It's
in
a
our
new
worlds
thing.
When they finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world.
Yeah, I don't
that
think they're gonna lie about the
deepens
multiplayer
lore, or
in this
an
in this
entirely new
case. I would
storyline.
hope that
Well, I'm
BioWare
certainly not
would
gonna
be lying
complain
about it.
more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So Kathleen, I wanted to ask
Be
you,
interesting to see
from
how
a
the story
writing
works.
perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this
Screw
unknowable
you
force
and your
called
emotions.
the Anthem of creation. And
I've
the
just been
chaos
watching
of
this all
those
day,
things pushing
Chicken
against each
Doodle.
other,
Well, not all day,
means
but
that
for
the
the last
world
hour.
is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual property, or IP, as we've been saying. Now, you know, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process of creating a game like from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. You know, and then really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we start. And then once we think about those things, you know, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks
Can't
us
get past
creatively
Watson.
is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology.
There's huge monsters. I'm
politics
gonna say it's
of
like
our new
Monster Hunter
world.
World.
And then from there we can
Not
actually
every
go and
game with
build out
huge
every last
monsters is
detail.
like Monster Hunter.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges.
You could
for
say that
Anthem
like they're in
is
a
that
mech. It's like Titanfall.
world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and yeah, it's a really great.
Wish more
concept
games
to
were like
think for.
Monster Hunter, to be honest.
What
It is
means
great.
is
I love
gives
it.
us the
Monster Hunter is so
opportunity
good.
to drop into the world, almost in real time, a dramatic event that changes the world for everyone. And that could be anything from gameplay to lore.
I mean, all of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound really cool, the way that they sound like they're going to come together. But even though there's obviously a lot going on, it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
So you are a freelancer, uniquely skilled to pilot these Javelin exo suits. And you need those suits to survive and fight in this world, because the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, have they've discovered a way, they think, to weaponize the Anthem of creation, and so we need to stop them and protect the free people of Tarsus.
Now, I've heard you call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4, and they each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger, and then there's the Colossus, the Interceptor, and finally, the Storm.
Yeah, so each Javelin gives you a different way to play the game. But the
In
thing to
Anthem, you play
remember
as
is,
Iron Man.
Like Kathleen said, you're
Really
not
loving the
a
EA
suit,
Marvel
you are a
crossover.
freelancer, a
Yeah,
pilot.
they did it in the
You
Command and
decide
Conquer one
which
too
suit
with
you want to
Wolverine.
use based on your mood, based on the mission.
Doesn't
you want to engage in,
that
or the
doesn't that
javelins
helmet
you're
look
playing.
exactly like the one in the Command and Conquer
So
trailer?
Really, what this
It's like
allows
literally
us to
the
do
exact
is
same helmet.
We built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world, so they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things, really designed for up-close and personal combat, one-on-one for the most part. The Colossus is heavier, more specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
You can play as Iron Man,
Storm
Iron Man,
is
Iron Man,
gonna
Iron
be
Man,
my favorite. I'm
and
sure you guys out there are
Iron
kicking
Man.
your face right now too. So the javelins are awesome, but we're gonna take a couple questions right now. So Casey tweeted some.
Is this strategy?
Asking for people out there to send.
This
us
is
your
a human
questions.
person
And the
in
first
real
one is gonna
life
be from
talking about a
It's
game.
Sweet Nicole, who asks.
That's
As
a
a
shame.
player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way their javelin plays, through gear and weapons. but also
Customizable
being able to
javelins.
Personalize the way that it looks, both through paint jobs as well as changing the actual geometry of the suit itself. We want teams to be able to do this as well. And because you're going to be using a javelin...
The big
for a
reveal here
long
is going to be the
period of
release
time,
date,
we
if
really
they
want you
reveal
to be
it.
able to
They
make
should.
I'm glad you brought that up, because actually, Jay Legato has a question connected to customization. Monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics.
We're
Yeah,
not
so
doing it, they're
we
going to say.
are going to have
Oh, yeah.
some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power. So that means no ability to spend money on gameplay advantage at all within Anthem. But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem is an immersive experience that feels like it's complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey. We talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem's going to work?
Yeah, it really is about, you know, the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different classes. So, you know, I think here we're going to see the Colossus, you know, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay, if we can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, you know, in melee combat. And then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from
Pink
above.
Javelin Girl
And then they're
Gamer.
using
I think she just likes pink.
combos and special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming.
Andrea Renee is a master of the shooter genre as
So
well.
it's interesting because at the
Along with
Challenge
being one of
wants
the
to know,
smartest people in
how will
games
you
media.
balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with other people feels like a choice. So for people that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that. Now, going out into an open world like this by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than if the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun, even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing. So I really hope that everyone at least gives co-op a try.
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can, but it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, I know
Bit
you
of a
all are on
dilemma.
the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay? Yeah? You guys want that? All right, so
Big Dragon Ball Fighters,
I
or the
will.
new Guilty
So,
Gear.
You and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together.
I'm not too familiar with the new Guilty Gear, honestly, but I've heard good things about Dragon Ball Fighters.
Strider, which is like a giant walker, and it's your
But do you not want to
forward-facing
wait for Dragon Ball Fighters
have a
potentially being
conversation with
revealed
your
for
crew,
Switch
Talon,
on
Jay,
Tuesday?
and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here. And yeah, then you just get into your javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All
right. Mom isn't
well,
going with
thank you
me.
so much.
You're out on your own for the
Casey,
first time.
Kathleen, for talking
You
to me
gotta
about
leave the
Anthem
nest
today.
sometime.
We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
There are no ground types. You should have picked Mudkip. You should have picked Mudkip. What were you thinking?
Freelancer, time to get to work. They said these bastards made some kind of ass.
Pokemon Link, I did propose, and I got married 3 days later. It was a beautiful ceremony.
Shut it all down.
Look at those feats. Should have chose Mudkip, rookie mistake. Again, looks beautiful.
Owen, what's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be careful.
You're gonna have to restart the game, Danny. It's the only way.
Right. Checking out the Scar Camp some more.
Look at all the
This is
weapons.
Warframe.
Oh, and the turrets. Better move quickly.
Ooh, big monster. Found him. Really disappointed Owen isn't voiced by Owen Whistles. Ka-chow! Ka-chow! Wow. Ooh, a shield guy.
There's a Shaker relic. Wait, something's odd.
Have I played Portal or Portal 2? Portal 2? Yes, I
See
have.
those radiant pieces
Very,
of energy?
very
They're
good
echoes
games.
from the Anthem of Creation. Loads of scars nearby. Be careful.
Cake is a lie. It is. Looks like it'll get tedious after a while. This game, Anthem, ooh, that's a big damage.
Return them to the relic. You've got to silence it fast.
Ooh, that's cool. Talisman, how's it going? This is Anthem. This is EA's big new game coming out next year, Anthem.
Wait, something's happening.
Yes, Skeleton Lycan is correct. This is BioWare's new title, the creators of Mass Effect.
Laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position. On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down.
Destiny
Follow
missions.
it.
A lot of people really like Destiny, though. EA making a rival to Destiny. Yeah, it looks like very well looks like their answer to Destiny. That's why they think they're really touting its story elements as well, because that is something that Destiny lacks. Yep, this is exactly like Destiny in a lot of ways. Oh, we don't get to see the boss fight. Yeah, that definitely seemed like a Destiny raid or something. Except for its open world.
I'm so hyped, you guys.
Yep, and that was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds, when
Release
do we get
date.
to play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd.
February
2019, on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets. Thank you so much again to Casey and the entire BioWare team. I know you guys had that awesome theater outside, so I will see you guys there.
All right.
Give it up for Casey Hudson, everybody. I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause. Now, some of what you saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now.
Unravel.
Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available.
We're playing that next week.
Today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of available stuff that's out today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything?
Oh yeah,
No?
Unravel.
You're like, I just want to go outside into the fan fest. I get it. So, I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament
We're not going to
is
watch all
going to
that,
begin.
but we are
I'm
going to
gonna
talk for a
head
minute.
outside and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down
We'll have
to
it on
EA
in the
today and
background.
watching the press conference, and have a great weekend.
Command & Conquer, it's a mobile game. It was announced. You don't like FIFA? I like FIFA. Did I sound like that monster? Unravel 2, I can't believe it. I can't believe it's available right now. It's huge. That's pretty good. I think it was a good conference.